Okay, this is a video. I know I have not posted a video in a while. This one is quite different. I'm doing it on something that I 3D modeled to 3D print. I know this has been a gaming channel so far, but obviously in this video I'm perhaps not switching content, but I'm adding some content that's not anything to do with gaming. So, I have some bits of seed paper from, let's see, this site, the Bauer Studio. And basically, you get this seed paper and you plant it like you would plant seeds in a certain amount of soil. And to my understanding, I haven't grown it yet, but it will just grow plants. It'll grow, should say on here, it plants these plants: bird's eye, I think that says Clarkia, black-eyed Susan, sweet Elysium, catchfly, and snapdragon. I'm not sure what all of those are, but it will grow those. And I have this seed paper, and I didn't have anything to plant it in. I wanted to plant it inside. So I 3D modeled something to hold it perfectly. So essentially, I have this little 3D model, and I made it to certain specifications. I wanted it to fit the paper. I cut the paper because the paper is like, I want to say 8 inches long, and I didn't want it to be that large. I cut the paper into pieces, and let's see, if I put myself here, there we go. I have a piece of the paper here, just plantable paper, and this is just the piece that I'm planting. So let's see. Basically, I went into FreeCAD, my chosen 3D modeling application, because I'm cheap. And is this? Okay, good, it's on the right screen. So essentially, I have two cubes. A smaller, well, the outside cube and the inside cube. I'm not going to say the outside cube is larger because it's not larger, but it's at least the outside one. So the inside cube contains the dimensions that I want to plant the seeds in, which is 7 centimeters or 7 centimeters or 70 millimeters by 120 millimeters and 60 millimeters high. And then the outer cube has basically those dimensions except with 1.6 millimeters added. And then, except for the height, and I'll get to that in a minute. So basically, the length and the width, I add 1.6 centimeters. Oh yeah, millimeters, because that would be a very thick wall. And then I move this back 8 millimeters in place so that the wall will be 0.8 millimeters in diameter. Thickness, I guess, would be more appropriate. So if I take a measuring tool and measure from this wall to this wall, and nope, that didn't work at all. Oh, I gotta hit OK. Measuring tool, inner wall to the outer wall. There it is. And it's 0.8 millimeters between them. I'm wondering why the second wall isn't... Oh, it's because it's down there. Okay. I was wondering why that wasn't lining up, but it's because it's... this one is so much taller. Clear those out. So, yeah, I did those. Oh, forgot to say. I took the outer piece, then I selected the inner piece. That's the wrong button. Outer piece, control, click the inner piece, then I hit the cut button, or subtraction button, and it subtracted the inner piece from the outer piece to get this piece, or actually this piece. Then I went and I made a bunch of... Okay, so there it is. I made a bunch of these little, I guess I'll call them plugs, more like cylinders really. They go all the way through the object, the bottom of the object, as drainage holes for the pot. And then they're all the way out here because I was planning to have a larger box, but it was using too much material, so I ended up doing a smaller box. And the end result of that is this. A nice size little pot that I can put the seeds in. Well, I don't know if you call it a pot because it's not cylindrical. A nice container, I'll put it. Container with drainage. So if I make this invisible and make myself visible, here it is. Nice little container. It printed very well, 23 grams, so I wouldn't say that's not much material, but it's at least within reason. The bottom did get a little bit rough, which I think that's because it was printing straight on the bed. There were a lot of irregularities on the bottom, which ended up kind of moving up here. I mean, it's fine for these purposes, but I don't know, maybe I would have wanted to do something else if I needed a smooth bottom. I'm printing on an Ender 3 Pro, and this seed paper does in fact fit fairly well inside of this container. It's not snug, which I wanted, but it's also not, it's a little loose, but it's not, the paper is not dwarfing the container. The container is not dwarfing the paper is what I mean to say. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I will put the STL file for the container in the description, and the site where the seed paper can be bought, so that if anyone watches this wants to make it and, you know, plant the seed paper, they can. So thank you for watching. Bye.